Form follows function. What does that mean? Well, specifically, to play an effective pickleball shot, you should use a technique that is purpose-built for that shot. Makes sense, right? Much of technique revolves around how you hold the paddle. So it stands to reason that unless every shot you play in pickleball has the exact same purpose, then you're going to need to vary your technique, and therefore grip. You wouldn't ask your blacksmith to give you a root canal, right? Firstly, it's important to understand that changing grips mid-point does create a steeper learning curve. But the benefits in the long run are definitely worth it. You are, in effect, allowing your body to differ your strokes as the situation requires. Once mastered, your effectiveness will be greatly improved. However, it may indeed be a one step back to go two steps forward process. The first place you should start experimenting with grip changes is the baseline, for one good reason. At the baseline, all the space you have gives you time enough to accomplish that grip change. Let's take the serve for example. Are you looking for some more power? Well, as every good homeowner will tell you, after you've paid the mortgage, you're going to pay the insurance. A grip that provides you topspin is going to be a great way to give you insurance that ball will drop down into the court. Enter the Eastern forehand grip. The Eastern forehand grip places the palm of your hand squarely behind the paddle face, with the index knuckle essentially being through the center of the back of the paddle. How do you find it? Easy. Hold the paddle with your left hand, put your right hand over the top, if you're a right-handed player, and slide your hand down. Now let's talk about the continental grip. The continental grip is the jack of all trades, and it is perfectly suited for the art of dinking. The continental grip places the V that your thumb and index finger make down the left side of the paddle edge. Let me show you how to find the continental grip. Grip the paddle like this, and just slide your hand down until you meet the handle. Players will use either the continental, Eastern forehand, or somewhere in the middle. If you have the ability to change your grip based on what you're trying to do with the ball, it's going to make you a much more versatile player. Now there's one more important point about the grips. Whether you're using the continental grip or the Eastern forehand grip, it's not just about rotation. This is the strongest part of your hand, and if you don't have a good spread of your index finger and thumb, you won't be utilizing that to control the paddle well. You should see some daylight between your index and your middle finger, where the thumb is now resting on your middle finger. Try to avoid having the right rotation but the wrong finger spread. You want your thumb resting on your middle finger, whether it's the Eastern forehand grip or the continental. The good news is, if you're inclined to drive that third ball, no grip change is necessary, unless it comes to your backhand. If you've ever tried to drive a third ball with an Eastern forehand grip on the backhand side, you'll know it just looks weird. It's like drinking beer through a straw. The caveat to this is if you have a double-handed backhand drive, in which case your non-dominant hand will assist greatly in the support, direction, and power of the shot. Whether you've driven or dropped the third ball, you may find yourself in the all-important transitional area between the baseline and the kitchen. Some people call this no man's land. I don't like to call it that. I think it's the land of opportunity. Given that many of the balls you hit in this area are going to be low contacts, it pays to have a grip that suits that purpose, i.e. the continental grip. Given that the continental grip is fantastic in that transition area and the kitchen, this may indeed be the last grip change you need to make. Okay, let's talk about the Eastern forehand grip up at the kitchen. Now, you can use the Eastern forehand grip for dinks and volleys, and there are some professional players out there that do that. However, they're the exception, not the norm. Let's look at the advantages of the Eastern forehand grip at the kitchen line. Firstly, forehand reach. The grip can provide a lot of added reach in the kitchen, allowing you to take balls out of the air earlier and therefore higher. The half volley, or short hop. This grip provides a naturally more closed face than the continental grip, and as such will have an easier time making clean contact on a ball that has an upward trajectory. Consistency. If you can make use of this grip at the kitchen and you rarely hit backhands, then you could foreseeably use this one grip for every shot in the game. Topspin. Whether the ball has bounced or not, this grip can certainly impart more topspin on the ball, which is perfect for attacks or rolling volleys. On the other hand, the Continental grip has a number of great advantages up at the kitchen as well. Low volleys. Given the open face nature of this grip, it'll be easy to get the paddle under the ball that's falling and get it up over the net. Range of motion. The Continental grip allows the wrist to comfortably maneuver the paddle from a variety of positions, and is especially useful when playing a forehand from a wide position. Injury potential. If you use the Continental grip on the backhand side to either drive the ball or absorb powerful attacks, then the wrist is going to be in a strong position. Alternatively, if you're using the Eastern forehand grip to play those backhands, then you could be at risk of tennis elbow. Then your grip needs to be varied as well. I didn't quite nail that one. Okay. God, I'm so close. Game changer.